Hi, good evening, everyone. Let us start by discussing CUET Part A in this video. All the upcoming lectures for the next few days are going to be based on CUET Part A. CUET Part A can be divided in four main parts: general knowledge, English, mathematical aptitude, and the last one is going to be analytical skills. Beta, out of which we will start discussing mathematical aptitude. In mathematical aptitude, we have number system, LCM and HCF, average, probability. Beta, for each of this topic, I will give you notes also, don't worry. Not probability. Probability तो stats में हो जाता है. अभी यहाँ पे छोड़ देते हैं. Problems based on age, chain rule, time and distance. ये सारे टॉपिक्स में पहले एक बार नोट डाउन करवा दूं आपको. टाइम एंड डिस्टेंस, टाइम एंड वर्क, boat and stream, allegations, also called as mixtures, percentage, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, area, perimeter. These are all the topics that are going to go ahead and come in the exam. And volume, surface, series, and approximate value. These are the important topics from the part of mathematical aptitude. बहुत ही important but easy है mathematical aptitude वाला part. So one thing at a time we will focus on mathematical aptitude. But to begin with, the first important thing that you should be doing is the number system. But before we go for number system, before that, although it is not written anywhere, but I always like to begin the mathematical aptitude part by starting with fundamentals. तो मेरा हमेशा ये रहता है कि हम अगर इसको शुरू करें तो हम एक लेक्चर पहला अपना फंडामेंटल्स पे दें. We should give one lecture on fundamentals, right? So let's talk about fundamentals today. So when I talk about fundamentals, beta, we want to go ahead and we want to talk about some of the very basic things. So I will start with the board mass. Board mass is very, very simple concept. Board mass just says brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. This is called board mass. मतलब जभी भी you will solve, you will always start by solving the innermost brackets. Followed by innermost brackets, you will go ahead and you will talk about doing first of all division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Now, the brackets itself are very, very important. You should know the different kind of brackets in the order in which you will be eliminating these brackets, right? So one of the important things in maths is called a line. This line is called a line or a bar, or it is also known as vinculum. Then you have this, but this is called parenthesis or common bracket or small bracket. It is known by all these three names. Then you have this. This is called curly bracket or brace or middle bracket. Finally, you have this. इसी order में ही brackets लगते हैं. This is known as a rectangular bracket or big bracket. So beta, whenever you want to go ahead and eliminate, the order of elimination of the brackets is this only. You will first eliminate the line bracket, followed by small or common bracket, followed by middle or curly bracket, and finally followed by the big or rectangular bracket. This is the order that you will follow. So let me give you an example of it. So let's take an example. Suppose it says find the value of, and you're given this 5 minus curly bracket 6 minus 5 minus 4 minus 3 line bracket, and then this curly bracket, and finally big bracket. This is not enough. Pura question samjho. Of 1 plus half divided by 1 minus half divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. This is the entire question, beta, that you have to solve. बड़ा ही आसान है, but you have to be with me to solve this question, right? So now just think about it. The first thing that we should be doing, जो हमने पढ़ा, bracket off. BODMAS में bracket off is the first thing. When we talk about bracket off, bracket में सबसे पहला line of order में जो bracket आता है, that's the line bracket. So the aim is to resolve this line bracket. सबसे पहले ये resolve होगा. So 4 minus 3 is 1. और कुछ नहीं टच करना है, सिर्फ इसको रिजॉल्व कर देते हैं. सो वी विल गेट 5 minus 6 minus 5 minus 1. Rest everything will remain the same. Of वगैरह वगैरह जो भी है, whatever is written, you will just keep it the same. Whatever is written, you will keep it the same. Right? Now we will go on to the next bracket. Bracket off ही चल रहा है. अभी हमें bracket को ही solve करना है. So the after the line bracket, I'm supposed to solve for the parenthesis or the common bracket. So if you look for it, beta, this bracket when I solve, this gives me 5 minus 1, which is 4. Right? So what will I get? I will get 5 minus 6 minus 4. And remaining thing I'm going to write as it is of 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Now let's go on to the next thing, beta. So if I were to solve this, so if I solve this 6 minus 4, next, this gives me 2. I have to just put all the brackets out. Of. Now, If you want, you can solve the right side simultaneously, or you can just do one thing at a time. Divided by. It may seem simple, beta, but in exams, sometimes it becomes confusing. So I always like to begin the math with the fundamentals, right? Now we go ahead and we solve this. So this gives me 3 of 1 plus 1 by 2 upon 1 minus 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Now the confusion starts. But you may ask, ma'am, सबसे पहले तो divide कर देते हैं, add क्यों कर रहे हैं? Because we want to go ahead and simplify the expression. जब भी ये ऐसे लिखा हुआ है, ideally this means that there is a bracket here and a bracket here. So the aim is to first solve these brackets between in themselves. Then only I can continue further. So this will give me 2 plus 1, 3 by 2 upon 1 minus half is half divided by half plus 3, 1 by 3. So LCM ले लो, 3 plus 2 by 6 upon 3 minus 2 by 6. 3 of. So you will get 3 of 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So is 3 divided by 5. This is what will happen. 3 divided by 5. Okay. Now at last, beta, of means multiplication. So BODMAS says divide first and then multiply. So we will say 3 of 3 divided by 5. So this will give me 3 into 3 by 5. And this will be 9 by 5. So the answer to this question will be 9 by 5. Is this clear? This is the first thing that we have learned in this class as to what is BODMAS and how to solve questions related to BODMAS. Now, I want to move on further and we want to talk about factorial. So what is factorial? When I say n factorial, ये हम सबको पता है, but we want to revise it. It is going to be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on. So if I say 4 factorial, it will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now, remember that 0 factorial is 1 and 1 factorial is also 1. ये दो चीजें याद रखनी है. 0 factorial is 1 and 1 factorial is also 1. Now, just remember that as long as my n is greater than equal to 2, n factorial will always be even. क्यों बेटा? क्योंकि अगर मैं 3 factorial करती हूँ तो हो गया 3 into 2 into 1. अगर मैं 4 factorial करती हूँ वो हो गया 4 into 2 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. अगर मैं 2 factorial करती हूँ वो हो गया 2 into 1. So anything that is multiplied by 2 becomes even. So as long as my n is greater than or equal to 2, my n factorial will always be even. Is this clear? Similarly, your n factorial will end with 5 as long as your n is greater than equal to 5. मतलब suppose n हो गया 6, तो बेटा 6, suppose n 5 से ही शुरू कर देते हैं. तो बेटा n 5 में हो गया 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 into 2 अपने आप में 10 हो गया ना. तो this is going to be 4 into 3 into 10. तो 10 मतलब एक 0 end में आएगा ही आएगा. It will always end with 0, not 5. It will always end with 0. उसी तरीके से अगर मेरा n 6 हो गया, so if I want to find 6 factorial, it will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. But here again, beta 5 into 2 to 10 हो गया. So I can just say this will be 6 into 4 into 3 into 10. So this again has a 0 at the end. So as long as my n is greater than equal to 5, I will definitely have 1 0 at the end. This is the concept of factorial. The next concept that we want to do today is called Roman numbers. So when I talk about Roman numbers, I want to just tell you that when 1 is represented like this, 5 is represented like this, 10 is represented like this, 50 is represented like this, 100 is represented like this, and 1000 is represented like this, right? So let's take an example. Suppose I tell you what is LX this. Tell me what is LX this. So beta, L in itself, L is 50. So I will write 50 here. Plus. This itself, this is 10. So I will write 10 here. Plus. This is 5. So I will write 5 here. Plus. This is 1 and 1. So I will write 1 and 1 here. So this will be 67. So this is the representation of 67. Now I'm giving you a question for practicing. So the value of MCD LX I4 is 1666 664 1464 656. What is the answer to this question? Let's start solving beta. So M means 1000. C, देखते जाओ, C means 100. D means okay. So D means अब ये थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया because I think I did not write D anywhere here. So beta D is difference. Okay, D is difference. So 5. So C is 100, right? C is 100, right? And D is difference. Okay. So so what you can go ahead and do is the following. In order to go ahead and understand this thing, what CD means, एक साथ, you have to understand that CD together, CD together, अगर L भी ना लूं अभी के लिए, just CD together, it means 500 minus 100, right? So when will this happen? Why will I do this? See, usually whenever we write Roman numbers, an exception, usually जब हम पढ़ते हैं इसको हम कैसे पढ़ते हैं, हम यहाँ से पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं ना. We start from left to right. Reading. An exception to this is given. When will we give this exception? This exception is given when a symbol of smaller value is immediately followed by a symbol of larger value. So let's write this down, then I will explain it. Please write it. An exception to the left to right reading occurs when symbol of smaller value is followed immediately by symbol of greater value. Then smaller value is subtracted from greater value. Then smaller value is subtracted from greater value. अब यहाँ पर I did not mention D beta. D is 500, not difference. Sorry. I was explaining what CD will mean together. D is 500 and C is 100. तो अगर आप देखो ध्यान से बेटा तो C 100 है ना और D 500 है. C स्मॉल है D से. तो अगर स्मॉलर वैल्यू पहले आ जाए, जैसे यहां पर देखो 50, फिर 10, फिर 5, फिर 1, फिर 1, तो हम वी आर गोइंग फ्रॉम बिगर वैल्यू टू स्मॉलर वैल्यू। बट अगर ऐसा हो जाए कि स्मॉलर वैल्यू पहले आ जाए, सी का मतलब 100 है और डी का मतलब 500 है, तो अगर स्मॉल वैल्यू पहले आ जाओ, बिग वैल्यू बाद में, इफ द स्मॉलर वैल्यू कम्स बिफोर द बिग वैल्यू, if that happens, smaller is before big, then you will subtract small from big. Is this clear? तो यहां पर अगर हम देखें, हमारा 1000 ठीक है, but then we have 100 followed by 500. Small पहले आ गई. If that happens, then smaller will be subtracted from the larger. So in that case, beta, let's start solving this again. So we will have, let me now start solving this. So CD is now together written as 500 minus 100. Then you have L. L is 50. Then you have 10. Then you have, अब फिर से देखो, you have 1 followed by, ये 1 है, ये 5 है. So if these, मतलब small is followed by large, तो large minus small करना पड़ेगा. This will be 4. Is this clear? ठीक है बेटा, तो solve कर लेते हैं अब इसे. So this will be 1000, 400, 50. हमेशा large के बाद small आनी चाहिए. अगर small पहले आ जाए तो it has to be subtracted from the large, and this is 4. So the answer will be, sorry, 10 and then 4. So this will be 4, 6, 4, 1, 4, 6, 4 will be your answer to this question. Now I'm leaving 1 to you and I want you to go ahead and give me the answer. Beta, what is MMCMXLIX? What should this be? You have to give me the answer to this question. Okay, thank you.